Hi babies, welcome back to my channel. I think everybody and their mamas be saying that, but literally welcome back. Okay, I had to take a little break because it was giving summer vibes. It was giving I'm doing too much with these videos and mama needs a break, and mama literally had a vacation, so I wanted to stretch that vacation out and just really be in my body and enjoy me and process a lot of energetic changes that were happening. For me, you know, I do a lot of energy work. I heal myself along with providing healing modalities for you guys. So, you know, I encourage everybody to breathe easy, to slow down their pace, and really take as many naps and breaks and rest as much as possible. I think as healers, we also need to take our own medicine. And so I am back after doing that, and I missed you guys. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. I am Tatianna Tarot. I am the one of the two. I do tarot, divination. I'm an Iyalorisa of the tradition, Espiritista. I'm a mom, akashic record practitioner, subtle energy healer, yaka yaka yaka. And you can find me on my channel every Monday, giving you a tarot energy forecast update on what to expect for the week ahead, utilizing tarot divination system and oracle cards and channeling from source to inform you on any energetic shifts, anything that spirit wants us to best know for the week ahead or month ahead, and what's for our betterment, what's for our empowerment, what's going to help us be sovereign and thrive and align with our destinies. So that being said, please like, subscribe, and share, because you never know who's going to need this information. Take what you need and leave the rest. I am giving you the tarot energy forecast. Listen, I don't even know what day it is today. Tarot energy forecast for July 10th all the way to July 16th. Can you believe that? Wow, we're kind of like in the middle of July almost. July 10th to July 16th. I'm going to be using the Rider-Waite. It's traditional. I like it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Psychic Tarot by John Holland, and y'all love this to death, so I'm going to be using the Herbal Astrology Oracle deck. So let's get into it. Great Spirit, what is it that we can expect for Monday, July 10th and Tuesday, July 11th? Energetically, what's wisdom you want to feed into us? Just give us a tea, Spirit. Great Spirit, great Source. Okay, let's see now, because I don't even remember. Ooh, what is that? I don't know if that's like that is a big freaking okay, it doesn't matter. Let me focus. I don't remember where we last left off. It was a lot of razzle dazzle. It was a lot of just energetic chaos. So hopefully this week is going to be much more merciful. We are getting some major arcanas. This is an epic week. What's going on this week? It's an epic week. I think we're about to get into Venus retrograde, which is on the 22nd of July. But this is not really touching based on that. So the cards that we have is the World card. Okay, let's just start off with that because I pulled 3. The World card is giving grand opening, grand closing, energetic portal, knowing that you are the portal, knowing that you can always intentionally decide when something is going to have access to you, when you're going to have access to something, and when you are feeling ready to close your access to something as well. What I'm trying to articulate is the world is about coming to a point of maturation and a realization of the power you hold. It is saying that your spirit is maturing at a rapid pace. And this week, you may have some epiphanies, some realizations on what level your spiritual growth is on, your spiritual understanding, your ability to really own and hone in on your power, really accessing new frequencies, new ways of communicating with the world, communicating with the spirit realm, new gifts and talents, and really using this to push yourself further than you ever have before. And not pushing yourself in a laborious way, but pushing yourself in terms of expansion. Like Spirit is definitely saying with this World card, you are mature. The gifts and the talents that you've been praying for, you have it. They're not being tapped into, but you have it. And now it's time to turn on the shine. It's time to turn on your light. It's time to be seen. It's time to stretch your personal boundaries and limitations. It's time to let people know that you're not here to play with yourself and you're not here to play with them. So the world is you being your own beacon of a magnificent portal. It's saying, okay, I'm ready. And I've made the decision now to stop the story of yaka, yaka, yaka. Whatever story you've been playing in your mind that I can't do this. There are no things here for me. In this town, this isn't possible for me. This isn't accessible. I need to make this amount to be able to achieve this. Or I need this resource to be able to do that. I think what this card is entailing is a complete reversal of stories. Like you're now coming to the point where you realize your power, you realize the access that you have to the spirit realm and to the allies that you have in other realms, not just the physical, and how to tap into that, how to utilize that so you can thrive here. It is saying, all right, you now realize you need to turn off the switch on things that have been playing on autopilot behind the scenes. And maybe you're more keen and awakened to these stories that no longer provide value. As a result, you're opening yourself up to the world. You're opening your own portal. You're giving yourself permission to be great. You're giving yourself permission to shine. You're giving yourself, your soul, permission to expand. And so whatever it is that you're closing up on and saying no to and stopping the story, a new thing is now commencing. A new thing is now beginning. A new portal is now being birthed. So you may say, all right, well, I used to say I couldn't do this, or I didn't have that, or I can't achieve this. Now I'm stepping into a paradigm where this possibility is accessible to me. This is possible. I will be achieving 7 figures, 6 figures. I will be a mastermind. I will be a creative genius. I will be the sexiest version of myself. I will be a thriving entrepreneur, a thriving parent. I will meet the love of my life. Whatever story it is you want to turn on, it seems like a lot of you guys are abandoning a very archaic way of being, a very archaic portal, which I can't say did not serve you any good. You're starting to get the meat and potatoes and the meaning behind why you went through those stories, why you lived through those stories, why you told those stories, maybe even the root of where those stories came from. You get the value behind it, and now you're coming to a point where, okay, I no longer agree with this. I am making the decision to choose something else for myself because I now see that other things are possible for me. It's almost as if you guys have been sleeping and you're like Sleeping Beauty. The image I get is a Sleeping Beauty. You've been like not woke, and now you're woke, you know? Now you're aware. Now you're craving possibilities. You're craving new storylines and new pathways for your character. I think we spoke about character development a couple of videos before, where I had encouraged you guys to really think about this time in which you're building a new character for yourself. You know, what would it feel like for you to be successful? What would it taste like? What would you dress like? What would you say? How would you move? You know, how would you operate throughout your day? How would your house look like as a successful person? And you can just play with that in a variety of themes, you know. How would the most peaceful, most easeful, the most, you know, careless and not necessarily careless, carefree version of yourself operate? You know, how would they think? How would they move? You know, what would they do throughout the day? I think you really took that, you hone in on it, and you're locking it into your body. You're locking it into your cells. You're locking it into your psyche. And now you're embodying that identity, and I think things are shifting around you to represent that, to reflect that, right? So out with the old portals, in with the new portals, but also being very cognizant of the fact that you are the portal and that whatever you want can shift at an instant through your own decisions. So this week is about decision making, and a lot of this could be very pivotal, life-changing decisions. But let it be easy. Let it be fun. If you are indecisive about something, then it's usually a no for that moment until you get the clarity that you want. And of course, you have within the power to ask for that clarity, to ask from your elevated ancestors, to ask from your own Ori, your own elevated spirit. I need clarity. I would like this clarity to come in 3 days in a sign that's very obvious, or I'd like this clarity to come in the form of a dream or in a form of a body sensation. You know, I think a lot of us are now stepping into the roles of being our own magicians, which is the last card I had pulled for Monday and Tuesday, the 10th and 11th. We're really stepping into our roles of being our own independent magicians. This is less about relying on social media magic, on healers online, maybe even if it even calls you to watch less of my videos and less of my content. I would encourage you to do that, to follow your own voice, to follow your own intuition, to really buckle down on training yourself to do that, and training yourself to, most importantly, not follow that, but to trust yourself, to trust your own spirit, because that is like the most difficult thing. It's not about reading cards or hearing what the spirit has to say, hearing what is your own spirit saying? What is your own natural essence and your frequency and your own natural home base energy? What is that? And really following that, accessing more of that, expanding more into that with every decision that you make. Being your own guru, being your own high priest. You know, we're a high priestess of this spirit. We're a high priestess of this Orisha. You're a high priest of this entity, this Loa. But we're first and foremost high priests of our own spirit. So what does that look like for you guys? I think this week is a very mystical, magical, miraculous week. It's a very interesting week where you are being encouraged to dive into everyday magic with intentionality, with precision making, decision making, visualization, stepping into your main character mode, trusting that. What I'm also getting is practicing things and embracing the elements that make you feel safe. Surrounding yourself with the people, the places, the things, the foods, the content, the material that induce a sense of safety for you, a sense of belonging, a sense of grounding, a sense of comfort, because safety within the body is going to help you trust yourself more. Feeling that you are inherently safe with yourself is going to give you the fuel to expand more. So there's some really pivotal questions that you need to ask yourself, maybe even on a daily basis. What does my own spirit feel about this? What does my own spirit believe about this? What is my own spirit's advice about this? What would my higher self do in this predicament? What does my higher self look like? What does my higher self feel like? Quite often, our higher selves is like elevated iteration of our most healed inner child. So if it helps for you to tap into that, what is your healed inner child looking to get into? How do they, what do they need to heal? What would they do? What would they say? It's all interconnected, right? And so any magic that supports this, and magic doesn't have to be physical ritual. It could just be sitting in prayer, sitting in meditation, sitting with intentional gratitude and appreciation, sitting with your ancestors, sitting with elders, sitting with children, connecting with the air, connecting with water, connecting with fire. Keep it simple. I'm getting to keep it simple and work with the elementals. Work with what's already in front of your face before we jump the gun. And a lot of you guys may get a lot of help along the way. There will be serendipitous messages. You might see something in someone's story. Someone recommends a book, a movie. You might overhear a conversation of some piece of advice that is completely not addressed to you, but is relevant to you. You might see signs. You might just get this inclination of things you feel motivated to do. Elevate yourself. Elevate your everyday. Elevate yourself. Elevate your spirit. In what ways can we daily honor our spirit? In what ways can we daily worship our spirit with gratitude, with love, with honor, and also offering that to Great Source? You got to know what tools you have in your spiritual toolbox. What is your arsenal of things that work for you? Maybe for you, you notice writing things out helps with the manifestation process. You might notice watching Abraham Hicks daily helps you. Listening to specific music, speaking things out to existence, maybe candle magic, maybe ancestral magic. This week is about figuring out what works for you, figuring out what works for your main character. Being so clear that it is now your new skin of confidence. Clarity breeds confidence. Confidence breeds clarity. You can't be confident if you're not clear. And clarity doesn't always mean like it's a definitive like yes or no. Clarity could mean like I'm making the decision that the answer is going to show up when it needs to show up as it needs to show up, because I don't know what the answer is right now. But I'm clear on that. Like I'm going to be getting the answer. I'm clear that I'm going to be getting the clarity, right? Because sometimes we don't offer ourselves grace. It's really leaning more into perform, expect results. And we need to make space and have grace for the unknown, because that's what fuels everything, right? Sometimes we don't know everything. Sometimes things happen and we don't know why. And it's the ability to kind of flow with that and accept that and just ride that wave and be peaceful with that wave. That makes all the difference. So this week is going to be really interesting for you guys. I mean, I even see some people severing ties from spiritual traditions. Maybe even like calling out healers and things that they no longer align with. Maybe practices they don't know. It's a lot of, I see like, not a jigsaw puzzle, but a Rubik's Cube that's out of place that is slowly now being locked back into place. And so the pieces might be all over the floor, but every piece corresponds to its proper opposite piece somewhere, and it will find itself. It will, I hope this makes sense. It will find each other. The truth will be revealed. Your truth is going to be shining out more than ever before. It is up to you to listen to it, to honor it, to walk that path. Okay, again, you are the high priest of your own spirit. You listen to that, and you listen to your elevated ancestors, and you're good to go. This is like a trifecta of magnificent change. Okay? That life you've been envisioning is around the corner. It's not even around the corner, it's here. I think I've said that a couple videos ago. It's here, it's here. Oh, those are those fucking bugs that like bite you and leave a horrible scar. All right, I'm gonna let my friend be. And it's really like you have everything that you need around you. With the World and the Magician, it's more about, oh, let me stop giving my power away. Let me stop playing the victim. Let me stop thinking that this is hard. Let me stop building resistance, and let me just shift it into what is possible. Let me shift into asking for help. Let me shift into making this easy for me. Keep it simple. All I keep on hearing is keep it simple. And that's going to be the solution for you guys. So Wednesday, July 12th, Thursday, July 13th, Great Spirit, what is the word for the week? Wednesday, July 12th, Thursday, July 13th. So what we are getting is the Five of Cups. This sense of feeling like you've missed out on something. Feeling like, why is Source leaving me behind? Everyone has what I want in some shape or form, or I feel like I don't have this and I keep on seeing people that have it, or I keep on praying for this and it's not happening, or this sense of self-deprecation, self-victimization, a cloud over yourself. I would suggest that people take a cord cutting bath. Okay. Or a cord cutting meditation. All right, I have some of those cord cutting meditations on my Possess Your Spirit membership, link down below. But cord cutting right now, this week, and a cleansing would just be pivotal. Okay, would just be boost. You know, like Popeye has his spinach. Y'all need some spinach. Okay, y'all need to wash your butt cracks spiritually, the aura. And just for precautionary measures, right? Just to be, you know, just to be Gucci. Sometimes we don't realize that we are in our own funk until we wash it off. And, you know, you put something in your eyes to remove the fog, and it's like, whoa, I didn't even realize I wasn't seeing clearly before because I gotten used to the fog. That is what the Five of Cups is giving you. For some of you guys, you may still be in some sort of a funk or a fog. And it could be about the trajectory of your life. You're not feeling like you're where you need to be, or you have already been given the steps and the tools and the signs and the directions on what to do next, and you're still feeling like crippling anxiety or resistance to that. Or it could be some sort of lingering energy that you thought was resolved, you thought you healed, and is still very much still surfacing in the background like a nagging entity, a nagging energy that just doesn't want to go away. And so I would just be on the safe side. You know, cords are energetic bindings that people send to you, whether it be for good reasons or not, whether it be intentional or not. We get cords through communicating with people, through social media, without even meeting people, through watching things on TV, through family members, through children. So cords can happen every day in every way, and it's just people attaching themselves to your energy field. And again, this could be intentional and it could not be intentional. Some cords of people are attaching to yourselves energetically to leech off of you. Some cords are just, you know, ooh, I like this person. I want to be around this person. I appreciate this person. Yes, no one should be leeching off of your energy point blank, period. Everyone should be an independent entity, relying on their own energy, relying on the infinite energy from source. And so cord cutting periodically is just a good thing to have, especially if you guys are sexually active and you've broken up with partners. You know, could be lingering attachments in the pelvis region, in the womb region, in the heart, in the sacral, in the solar. It's not just around the genitals and the private areas. It could be everywhere. Maybe someone really appreciates your wisdom and your ability to communicate, or your beauty, and they're attaching to your heart chakra, they're attaching to your throat chakra, they're attaching to your third eye, you know, or the other elevated chakras. It's just good to do a preliminary cord cutting bath. Oh, and that might not be as simple because, you know, it's black walnut. It comes with, you know, black walnut. It's not easily accessible for everybody. My good girl, Bruja Banton, What is her business? I want to say it's Iyalorisa something. Hold on, let me look her up because now I have a brain fog. The brain is fogging. She is an Oshun priest and she makes the most amazing baths, and I think she is going to restock if she hasn't already. Okay, her business is Iyalore's Corner. So you can, I'm gonna link her here. So if you guys are interested in baths, you can follow her. You can see when she's going to restock. I don't know if she ships internationally. I want to say yes, but I don't know. But exceptional baths. I have used her. I wouldn't recommend anybody that I haven't personally used, but I've used her. She's my good sis and I love her to pieces. And so support Black businesses and support priests. And she has an amazing cord cutting bath. Okay. So the website is Iyalore's Corner, IYALODES corner.com. Okay. And again, I'll link it down below. But you can go with that. You can also go with the meditation, which I absolutely suggest that you do. Why don't you just do both in tandem? Again, you can get a variety of those cord cutting meditations on my Possess Your Spirit membership down below. Or if you just go ahead and do your own and channel your own, that's good as well. But I recommend that, and I recommend a regular cleansing, like a white spiritual bath or a parsley, sea salt lime bath or a spinach bath, whatever bath you guys do, lemongrass, whatever, hyssop, whatever baths you guys do to cleanse yourself, I would suggest that this be done, because it's some funk that just needs to go away. And it is blocking possibilities, it's blocking options, it's blocking the ability for you guys to hear your spirits, to see your spirits, and also to make decisions for yourself. So if you've been like back and forth, just feeling a little lethargic, feeling a little unclear, definitely rest, definitely consume lots of water. It is Cancer season. It is a very heavily emotional season in general. And so that's normal. But if you've been doing all of that and you're still unclear, then absolutely follow up with baths and the cord cutting, because I do have a feeling like it's options that are going to be coming to you, it's decisions that need to be made. And I'm like, not even just talking about major decisions. It's the magic is in the minute decisions. Like, are you going to decide to think this nasty thought of yourself? Or are you going to decide to maybe eat a little bit more healthier? Are you going to decide to, you know, do something minor that makes a big difference in the trajectory of your life? Like spirit, like some of your guides and your ancestors is tired, y'all. They've just been barking at you for some time. They've been barking at you for some time. They've been trying to get you guys way together. And I feel like some of you guys have already bought in like some bath ingredients and it's just like sitting in your fridge. Or you're like, I'm so tired of even making bath. Which I'm that person, like you need to really honor where you're at too. Like, but if it's been some time that you've been like taking a break and you still lazy, it's like, come on, don't push it out. However, by following that prescription, you will be shooken, awakened. You will be getting what you need. You will be getting the 411, okay? It's going to be so loud, you can't miss it. Like when the angels blow those horns in your ears, you can't miss out on that info, all right? Because I do feel like for some of you guys, I feel like maybe because of this fog, you've been praying, you've been wanting to get information, and it's like, it's really giving lower level spirits that are trying to get to you and not the higher ones. And so the higher ones are like, okay, but you need to cut this fog so that we can shine light on you. Boom. All right. Because all the murk at the bottom of the ocean is all that murk. And you can't get the light from the ocean. Here I am talking about the ocean. The water spirits are foo-hoo-hoo-ha, doing the most, never the least. Let us respect the water spirits. Ashe to them. But, yeah, okay. Also drink lots of water. I think I said that before. Drink lots of water. Eat lots of fresh fruit with water, like watermelon season. Hey. Because you want to clear that vessel. All right, middle of the week. Just wanting affirmation for the middle of the week. The 12th and the 13th, Wednesday and Thursday. Yeah, so this is affirming material and financial changes. This is affirming that, you know, get out of your own way. Preliminary upkeep. Some of you guys do your lashes. Some of you guys get your wax done. Some of you guys go to the gym all the time. Some of you guys are really sitting at your house 8 p.m. watching that show every Thursday or whatever. You can absolutely show up to take a spiritual bath once a week, every Sunday, every Tuesday, whatever. You can absolutely do that as part of your like personal ritual, as part of the things that elevate your own spirit, as we were talking about that. So for this weekend, Friday the 14th, July 14th, July 15th, Saturday and Sunday, July 16th, Great Spirit, what is the news? What do we need to hear? What do we need to hear? Yeah, I just see like a mass unfollowing of, I don't know what it is that you guys are doing. I don't know if you're leaving your spiritual houses or you're like, oh, I used to follow this person. They're about love and light, but like I don't resonate with that anymore. Or I used to go to this reader, but now I feel like going to get hypnotherapy services instead. I don't know what it is, but I just see like a whole movement. And for some of my healers out there, this may mean that I also feel like this is an upgrade and an elevation in clients. Like the clients, I feel like some of you guys are like tired of working with clients that are not doing the work or just looking to leech on to you for every advice and every service you can provide without taking any sort of accountability and responsibility and showing any sort of results, right? Because it's good that if we're healers, that we have results in other people's lives. We want to make sure that those results are sustainable, that a bitch ain't coming back every week talking about this, that, because they don't want to do the work. They want us to do the work for them. And so I do see like a lot of healers either shifting their services and increasing your prices. A lot of you guys have to increase your prices, okay? Get out of your way for whoever this message is, to attract a higher clientele. Not a higher like upper echelon elite clientele, but a clientele that's like, oh, this price really shows that I'm worth it. I'm going to pay for this price. This is an elite service and I'm taking myself and this healer seriously. As a result, right? I'm getting that. I'm getting just upgrades. Also upgrades, I don't know why this is for healers. Upgrades with aesthetics, like upgrading the aesthetics, upgrading the services, upgrading maybe classes. Maybe people want to stop working one-on-one with people so much and doing more like group healing or group classes, like serving the masses because it's more efficient on your time and energy. And maybe the masses are, certain parts of your clientele are ready for more serious classes, are ready for like a leveling up in their lives. Some healers might be doing coaching packages, right? I would recommend some of you guys that know what you're doing, really do like coaching, upper, where's the word? Coaching upper services, whatever it is, you know, for those clients that are like, okay, this reading once every 6 months ain't cutting it. Like you're really ready to do the work and to maybe learn or, you know, take your life to the next level. For the general public, again, definitely seeing this energy of, again, finding your new wave of spiritual advice. Maybe even thinking like, okay, I'm gonna just take a break and listen to myself. Or I'm following new people, or I'm getting into this new concept, or not necessarily a new concept of spirituality, but something that you've always been intrigued by that you now feel compelled to study and practice. You know, for some of you guys it may be like, oh, I'm ready to open my akashic records. Or maybe I'm ready to be a devotee of the Loa or whatever. I'm ready to go to my first fat. I'm ready to go to my first bembe. I'm ready to do hypnotism. Whatever it is, I do see like newness coming into your spiritual life. I also see that newness expanding into the home. Maybe putting up new altars, remodeling the altars that you have, more nature in the home, visiting nature in general. Okay, so exciting things. So this weekend, the 14th, 15th, and 16th of July, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Great Spirit, this flew out. So what we got? We've got the King of Swords. So I really like this energy. King of Swords can be an asshole, can be a stoic asshole, okay? But one thing that they are is very serious about, they're very serious about their word and their commitments. King of Swords, if they say they're gonna make money, they're gonna make money, because it's decided. There's no, they're like a mountain. You can't move a mountain. Can nothing phase a mountain. The word is their bond, and they said what they said, and they trust. They are one with source. They trust it, and it's not even like I'm gonna do it. I said it was gonna happen because source is gonna make it happen, and I'm just gonna position myself to take inspired action where it needs to be taken. You know, follow the direction that I'm getting, and boom, it's gonna be done. So I really see y'all taking yourself more serious than ever before. That doesn't mean you're a stoic asshole. Doesn't mean that you're this impenetrable wall. It just means that you are really in alignment with integrity with yourself. Your word is your bond. Even when you tell yourself, I'm going to work out 3 days a week, you're going to work out 3 days a week. I'm going to pray every day for 15 minutes. You're going to pray every day. If you're like, I'm not going to talk to that ex no more, you're not going to talk to that ex no more. I'm going to think those thoughts. I'm not going to think those thoughts. It is a decision you've made. You decided. What you decided is what you decided, because that's it, point blank, period. There's no reneging. There's no going back and forth. There's no, I don't know, but maybe. This lack of clarity, which represents lack of confidence. This is confidence. This is certainty. This is security. This is that safetyness landing in your body. This is that I want what I want. I'm going to have what I have, what I want, what I want. That's it. I want what I want. And it's creating a new energetic contract with yourself. It's locking in new energies into your chakras, letting the world know through your aura that you're not to be fucked with. You're not to be played with. What you said is what you said. I said what I said, point blank, period. Right? And so that is what's coming through this weekend. I also get a very studious side of you. So some of you guys may be enrolling in new courses, enrolling in online classes, purchasing books, studying, researching YouTube videos, things of that sort. That could be very beneficial for your personal growth right now. You know, we also got to bear in mind that spirit speaks in different ways. And so it may not always be through dreams. It may not always be through cards. It may not always be through shells. It could be like, oh, I feel inspired to type this in on Google. And that is a spirit that is giving us that inspiration. And what you find there is what the spirit wants you to find, right? So there is a studious nature to this weekend. You know, some of you may decide you want to take a more academic role with the trajectory of your life. You might want to, you know, enroll yourself in school, get a master's degree, get a PhD degree, take up a teaching role. You know, some of you guys that are not teaching more, you might want to teach, or you might feel like it's time for me to be the person in the family that teaches this. Even if it's like you're an auntie or you're an uncle, and you're like, you're the black sheep of the family, but you've got nieces and nephews that are with the shits. But ain't nobody gonna teach them except for you. So you might be like, okay, it's time for me to like now introduce these teachings to my family. In whatever shape or form it is, this seriousness is locking in a new wave of energy for you, because when you're serious, the universe can be serious with you. They're like, oh, this bitch is not trying to always delete what's in their cart. Like they put this, then they're like, oh, delete that. I want this on the side. large. Oh no, delete that. I actually want this in a size medium but a pink. Oh no, delete this. I found a cheaper version of this. The universe is like, we don't got time for this, okay? Just get back to me when you get back to yourself. And I really feel like this weekend is you getting with your shits. Like, you're not accepting the bare minimum from yourself because you're too tired. Honestly, everybody's tired. You're like, it's ghetto. I can't go back and forth no more. I'm tired. I got one life to live. Let's get this right. Moving on to the next scene. Okay, because I don't want to keep on repeating the scene. Like, what is not coming into my brain? Like, what's not computing? You're smart. You know better. You do better. You decided that you don't have to relive a lesson 11 times to get the memo. You've decided that you're going to skip some lessons. Like, I don't even need to go through that. I already learned that. I've already learned that through observing somebody else going through it. I've decided that I don't want to struggle for money anymore. I've decided I don't want to struggle in love anymore. I decided I don't want to go through this rigmarole. Whatever it is law. And I think that you've decided that this weekend. You've got the Three of Cups, which is celebration. I think this sort of rectifying your divine feminine, rectifying your divine masculine, because the King of Swords can very much be divine masculine. I am protecting the container of the vessel of spirit, of the vessel of the feminine, by deciding what I want. Everything else can flow in, okay? But I'm saying only this can flow in. I don't want every Dick, Tom, Harry to come in, because that's not the vibes. I want X, Y, and Z, and that's what's coming in. Like, this is divine masculine. You've decided. And everything else can flourish within. You know, the two snakes can flourish within. Divine feminine. And I think that was like the final key you guys needed to lock in the rest of the year. Because it was giving discombobulated. It was giving messy. And Spirit is like, all right, but you have the pool of ideas, of resources, of abundance, but you do not have the frame and the foundation to put the water in. Like, you got the water, but you don't actually have the pool set up. And so this decisiveness with the King of Swords, this integrity with self, this building a foundation within self, this clarity within self, within right speech, right thought, right action, okay, asking for help, doing what it takes to honor and elevate your own spirit. That is the highway for the miracles to ride on. That is basically it. That's the highway for the miracles and the elevated spirits and the Egungun to give you what you need, basically. That is what your divine feminine needs. That's like the divine feminine showed up, your divine feminine showed up and was like, but where's my king size bed? Like, which you want me to do all this work and bring all this wealth and bring all this abundance, and okay, I'm gonna do that, but I need to lie down and look pretty. And where am I gonna lie down on this floor? Like, what am I gonna do? So finally, you guys made your king size bed and everything else can fall into place now. So I hope that makes sense for you. Because again, it is a really big week. It's a really fun week, and it's not even going to be confusing. It's just make the decision. Not excuses. Just make the decision, sis. Ain't nobody got time. It's more exhausting you complaining and resisting and going back and forth than just sticking to it and making the decision. Really, you burn less energy. You get straight to what you need to do. Okay, so give us clarity on this weekend, Great Spirit. Fertility, you see the Divine Feminine. This is the Empress card. Fertility. Okay, so things are going to be fertile in your life as a result of you now building a safe womb, a clear foundation, a clear home, a clear vessel. The portal is now clear for the right things to enter. You don't want a portal where everything enters. This ain't the Hudson River. Like, y'all don't want that. You want clear, cool, refreshing water. Happy water spirits, happy fish, happy, elevated spirit, peace, okay? Clarity, ease, flow. You don't want anything obstructing that flow. All right, and right here, it's not even showing me anything outside. It's just showing you're obstructing the flow. So get with the program and let us hear a final word for the week using the Herbal Astrology Oracle deck by Adriana Ayales. Great Spirit, what is the final word, final message for us is cordyceps, which is revival. And look, I opened right to the page. Perfect. Cordyceps, revival. Energy, renewal, soaring to new heights, opportunity, activation, and resurrection. Originally described 2,000 years ago in traditional Chinese medicine and Tibetan medicine as an exotic caterpillar, fungus, or winter worm, cordyceps is a parasitic fungus that grows out of the head of mummified caterpillars, insects, and many kinds of larvae. It has been gathered at high altitudes, primarily in Nepal and Tibet. So far, there are over 1,000 recognized species of cordyceps, as many as there are different hosts of which it grows. The first people to discover the many benefits of cordyceps initially observed animals eating the wild fungus and growing strong in the process. Farmers and herders either dried the fungus to make a tonic tea or cook it with meat in traditional Tibetan dishes. In traditional Chinese medicine, it has been used as a heal-all for centuries to treat fatigue, weakness, sickness, low sex drive, kidney conditions, and heart disease. Now, modern Chinese medical hospitals use cultivated forms of Ophiocordyceps sinensis alongside pharmaceuticals as a treatment for cancer and tumors. Monks have long revered cordyceps as a longevity mushroom and utilized it to boost endurance and enhance lung capacity. Thousands of years later, studies now confirm that it indeed slows the effects of aging and stress, helping to keep the body free from disease. Ruled by the wise, stimulating, and expansive powers of Jupiter, cordyceps provides a jovial energy, a sense of renewal, resilience, and accomplishment. Jupiter herbs are amplifiers, joyful and mood-enhancing herbs that inspire positive feelings. Guidance. It is now time to soar to new heights. What did I tell you? Energy is available to manifest your greatest dreams. Passion is in alignment with knowledge. Energy is in alignment with matter. Like the great eagle, you are blessed with the connection to the divine. You have innate ability to live in the realm of spirit, yet remain connected and balanced within the realms of earth. From the height of the clouds where great spirit dwells, the great eagle mirrors your ability to observe with expansive awareness and achieve great sight beyond the mundane. Eagle and cordyceps represent the courage to channel the higher minds, ether, the realm of the illumination and higher consciousness. If you have been walking in the shadows, you have been asked to reconnect with the element of ether, the divine, and your higher mind, your higher self. Heal your broken wings with love and seek a higher ground to observe the greatness of what you are made of. So this is about leveling up. This is about showing your Ori the love and respect it deserves daily. Your Ori, your higher self, your own great spirit, elevating that spirit, walking in alignment with that elevation. Act like you know, walk like you know, talk like you know, think like you know, all of that stuff. So I'm really grateful that message came out for you guys. Yay. Okay, babies, I will see you next week. All right, same time, same place, sending you all the love. Ciao.